CTR360 or Magista? If you could have one of these two Nike lines back, which one would you choose? Why did Nike discontinue the CTR360 Maestri? In mid-2012, Nike introduced the CTR360 Maestri 3, which would also end up being the final model. It was the line's first major redesign, still maintaining a Kangolite synthetic upper, but giving you a little bit more rubber on the medial side, a new sole plate and stud pattern, this obviously being the Soft Ground Pro model, and perhaps most importantly, the football boot that introduced ACC, all conditions controlled technology, allowing for better control on the ball in wet, dry, and basically every playing condition you can possibly imagine. Where normally when we see a line get discontinued, it's due to poor sales, but that was not the case with the CTR360 Maestri 3. So why did it go away? Well, it's because of this boot right here, the 2014 Nike Magista Obra, the first mid-cut Flyknit boot to market that, alongside the Superfly 4 that Nike unveiled about a month after, changed the entire football boot industry, and of course, because of its bold design, was incredibly popular. Long story short, the Magista line took over for the CTR360, but that wasn't originally the plan, because what Nike ended up showing us during the development of the Magista Obra is actually sample variants of this concept showing CTR360 Maestri on the boots themselves. In other words, the Magista Obra could have very easily been the CTR360 Maestri 4. However, Nike ultimately decided not to do that, given that the concept was so drastically different from the Maestri 3 and realistically all the CTR360s that came before it, that they thought it would be better to introduce something so new and innovative under its own unique name. And you can't really argue with that logic. Although the name change doesn't really account for the Magista Opus, which, if we're realistic here, its Kangolite upper with ACC technology is arguably the true CTR360 Maestri 4.